Nope. I wasn't very prepared. Doing the normal, coming on here a minute or so early, so we know it doesn't matter. If I'm going to have problems, I'm going to have problems, but it's always nice to do. And we got 3 people already, Miles.
See?
We are because oh, now it's 2. They're like, pfft, I got the exchange amount. Now I can go. Yeah, whatever. What's that noise? Is Mucky in or out? Still out?
In the bedroom.
He's in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh, now we're down to 1. They got the exchange, and then they said, "No, we don't need to see anymore."
Slowly.
Yeah. Gotta watch yourselves, man.
Especially we are already getting old.
Well, not all of us. Not all of us.
No.
The force of evil are against us. Just gotta watch yourself, no matter what your age is. You gotta watch yourself. Every morning I wake up, I got a new aching pain. I'm like,
back.
Oh, my back always hurts me. It's always bothering me. That's a given there. Now we got 7.
Yep.
That's always, my back's always. Like I said, if I knew then what I know now, half the stuff I did when I was younger, nope. What do you mean you want me to carry that 70-pound sack on my back? Nope.
Nope.
You paid for it, you know?
Yeah, right.
Hmm?
Just like me before, they said don't stay under the sun excessive.
Oh no, that's
Yeah. But if during the harvest time before we stay in a field the whole day.
I remember back in the day, they used to have commercials, and also not just commercials, but talking about getting a healthy suntan. There is no such thing as a healthy suntan. If you only knew the damage you were doing to your skin. Well, see, your culture is totally different. You know what I mean? But people from heritage things like Ireland, Germany, or whatever, the sun is their enemy. Believe it or not.
Burn their skin.
Well, I mean, you should get a certain amount of sun per day, but laying on the beach and putting oil on your skin, people used to put baby oil on their skin and slowly cooking yourself. That's not a good idea, you know. Now remember that though. I want to go to the beach and get a healthy tan. There is no such thing as a healthy tan, you know.
Yep. Good morning, Dan.
No such thing anymore. Now you need that vitamin. What is it? Vitamin D.
Vitamin D. Yeah.
Yeah, you need that. That's what I'm saying. Get a little bit. I mean, you don't go laying on the beach with baby oil on your skin. No.
Not later. You stay under the sun. Not later than 9 o'clock. That is vitamin D.
And they also have proven sunshine does boost your attitude in life, I guess you would say. That's why places like Seattle, Washington, and Alaska, the unalive rate is so high. People get depressed. When I was living in Scotland, there was people like that too. I mean, they weren't unalive in themselves, but the lack of sun, you know, their morale or whatever you want to call it, was. Then some people started going to the rec. They used to have a rec center there. Art and Adam, I can't remember the name of it. Well, anyway, and they had a gym, and at the gym they had a tanning booth area, and people started going there like every other week. What is that noise?
Outside those.
Oh, they're still
materials
working on
they-
that? Oh, yeah. People across the street, I guess they're getting
Gutter.
gutter work done,
Yeah.
getting the flashing and everything else taken care of. Hey, Dan Marie, how you doing? Great to see you, man. Great to see you.
Happy trip.
So you're at the airport in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah. Portland. And then
There's no turning back, Dodds. No turning back. It's fine. You'll be fine. Like I said, man, you got everything together.
Yep.
You're not coming in here just jumping in with both feet.
Yep.
So you're good, man. We ain't got much going on today, do we? We got to go.
we go to the photo shop.
Yeah, we got to go to Photoshop.
Mm. From Portland to Vancouver to Manila and then the Manila.
Yeah, it does. I was surprised, man. Usually, when I fly to or from the Philippines, I always had a layover. It was either South Korea or Japan. This time, flying back to the States, it's a direct flight from Manila to Seattle, and then from Seattle
Atlanta
to Atlanta, Georgia. That's the first time that has ever happened to me. Those layovers.
Shorter time, right?
No, not really. I mean,
Yeah. Well,
I don't know because I have to look up my ticket again. I don't know.
Shorter time because when you cut your trip from US to Japan, you need to stay in Japan for how many hours
Sure,
and then
like-
continue
like-
another.
I don't know. Hey,
Dutch.
well, they're basically a direct flight. They're going from Vancouver.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Yeah.
They're stopping off in Vancouver.
From here,
Hey, how long you got, Dodge? How long you got to sit in Vancouver for?
1, 2, 3. 3.
Yeah, my flight from Manila to Seattle is 14 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, that's you're lucky. You are so lucky, man. You're so lucky. Usually it's the next. You can fly in there. Usually it was
We went
around
until
4 o'clock in the afternoon,
6.
something like that.
Yeah, 6 hours to 7 hours waiting for the next flight.
No, mine's been longer. Japan and South Korea, I would fly in there roughly. Wait, let me finish, okay? I would fly in there roughly around late afternoon, around 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. And then I sit until the next day at like, I don't know, usually in the afternoon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was never morning, usually in the afternoon.
And then you arrive in Manila almost midnight.
Yeah, you're right.
Almost
Yeah,
midnight.
yeah. And then when you walk out, hey, Dodge, when you walk out of the airport, you're going to have everybody and their brother, okay, asking you if you want a taxi, you want a van, whatever, you know. What would you take? Would you take the van?
Grab.
Okay, how if you don't have that opportunity?
There are airport employees that bring you to the grab stand.
That's the first I heard of that. Seriously, I'm not trying to be a jerk.
You don't know that?
I just said that's the first time I heard of that.
You can remember that 2 times we take the grab through the.
We didn't take Grab. We took one time. The one time that taxi driver tried to pull a game with us, that was the yellow taxi. And then one time I got in the van and a lady wouldn't let you stop. Enough. She kept on pulling on me, man. And it was like, and what they do is they surround you and they're pulling on you and you're just like, leave me the hell alone. Leave me alone. You know?
Wow, have a lot. 9 bags.
That's not bad. I mean, you got everything going for you, man. And I know that, Dodge, I know this sounds crazy, man. You do know that the Manila airport is one of the most dangerous airport in the world, okay? And a lot of scams happen there. What you want to do is get yourself some really good clear tape, and you want to tape around near like the zipper. You want to tape that because they will stick a bullet when you get to Manila. All right, don't let them get the opportunity to stick something in your bag that will get you pulled aside. Say, oh, we found this, but if you have 5,000 pesos, this will go away. So you gotta tape. I seen at the airport, okay, at Manila Airport, where people got that plastic wrap and they'll wrap the whole suitcase in it. You gotta watch yourself. They pull them games there. It hasn't happened to me. The only thing ever happened to me is my bag disappeared. That's the only thing ever happened to me.
Oh,
Mhm.
arrived.
Hey, Big E's, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
Good morning, BJs.
2 pounds. What's the limit? What's the weight limit? Yeah, what's your weight limit, man? I think it's what's isn't it 70 pounds
The
suitcase?
no the the weight limit is, I think, is 25 to 30 kilos.
Okay, that's 60 pounds roughly. Well, that's good, Big E's. That's good to hear,
The
man.
head carry
It's
is
50 pounds.
15.
Now, didn't they offer you could pay for that extra 2 pounds? And I hate to see the price of that.
No, maybe 25, 50 pounds. That luggage is 25. I guarantee that.
What do you mean it's 25?
The luggage, 25 kilos. The luggage.
You don't know. It depends on what I put in it.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay. Are you talking about per bag or are you talking about in total? Yeah, it was like I said.
50 pounds per bag. 50 pounds per bag.
Oh, that ain't bad, then. Yeah, it is, but
Yeah. Well, it's for good, Dutch. No wonder you carry too much luggage.
what I'll do is the tape I use to tape everything up. I'll bring that with me, just in case they do that to me. I'll take off the tape. I don't know what I do because I'm only bringing
I
one
got a
bag.
strap.
You got a what?
Strap
What would a strap do for me?
for the bag. For your luggage bag.
Oh, okay. Five bags, man. Oh, okay, okay. What's that? Yeah.
But that is the advantage of traveling with your wife.
It does make it, no, especially coming into the Philippines,
Yeah.
it makes things a lot easier, you
Yeah.
know?
Bayan.
So the question of the hour is when you get to the Philippines, you got to go through immigrations. They got two lines. They got one for the Philippine citizen, and they got everybody else.
Yeah.
What line do you get in?
The visitors.
With your wife?
I guess
Because your wife's got to be with you in order for them to
Yeah.
stamp your belly,
Maybe.
the 1 year. That's a good. I never experienced that, so I don't know, and I'm not going to say, oh, well, you go. I'm just curious about that.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, there's
It depends.
when you get there, they always got people at the very beginning, the end of the line. I
Yeah,
guess they always got employees, immigration there.
Yeah.
I would say, hey, what line do I need to go into? My wife's Philippine citizen. I'm not. What line? And I'm pretty sure they'll tell you.
If they said it's Philippine holder passport, this line.
Oh, okay, he's got the answer. See what I'm saying, Dodge? You're well ahead. I don't know what you're well ahead the game, man. You are well ahead the game. Some people come, like I said, some people come here. They have no idea. No idea. But see, they expect that the laws that they have in their own country is the same laws that they have here. No. It is a sovereign country, so they're going to do their own thing. Right?
Yep.
Hey, check this out. Should I tell them the story about the bank? I'm not going to name the name,
No.
okay? Miles don't want me. No, okay. Miles, we can't say the name. We just Miles don't want no problems, and I get it. But I'll just give you a roundabout story. I ain't gonna drop names. We went into Badak yesterday, BATAC, because Miles, I was like, Miles, I want you to get an ATM card so you don't have to travel an hour and a half to get money. I said, all you got to do is walk right down to the ATM machine and. Well, we went to the bank that she belongs to. All right. Now, she did not sign up at this bank. The bank that she belongs to, she signed up in Lasan.
In Cagayan.
Cagayan, what she said. All right. Well, they told her that no, we can't give you an ATM. They cannot give her an ATM card. She would have to go back to the original bank that she signed up at, okay, which is roughly 9 hours.
Yeah.
It's about a 9-hour bus ride from us to get an ATM card. Now I'm trying to figure out, does these banks here work as a chain bank? In other words, each bank, every bank is together as far as the banks she was with.
Maybe that is
Let
there.
me finish my thought. Or is it like a 7-Eleven where you can buy into a franchise, and then you got to pay for having that sign up there that says 7-Eleven. Man, I'm sorry. I just wanted to get my point.
The lady yesterday I complained about it, and then she said, yeah, you need to go there because you open in Cagayan, so you need to
Yeah, it don't make no sense.
let them even here. She said this.
But then we were going. I was like, because I figured she'd be a little bit, doing in the state. I know with my bank, you go in there requesting a ATM card. It's done right there, right at that bank in Virginia. Okay, I can go to any bank, but that's the where I got it done at in Virginia. And they even have a machine where you put the card in there and you put your PIN number right there in the building. There is no, you got to wait you got to wait a week or whatever. So what we did, I said, Miles, this is so ridiculous. So we just went to another bank, a different branch or different bank name.
Different bank.
And she opened up an account there. Because she can get the ATM there. And the bank that we opened it up yesterday is a good bank, and it's not a third-rate bank or anything like that. So, but I just thought that was so stupid. And I said that. My problem is that when I'm thinking about something, it has I have no filter, okay, and I just say it. And she told me, we were standing inside the bank getting ready to walk out, and she told me this, and I looked at her and I said, that don't make no sense. I said, they want you to go all the way to Lausanne, which is 9 hours away, to get an ATM card. I said, that is the most stupidest thing I ever heard. You seen the looks I got? I got the most dirtiest looks. But it didn't make no sense to me, Miles. I'm sorry. No matter how you package it, it makes no damn sense.
But the other bank said the same thing.
What is the bank?
If
BDO?
if you open here and if you want to get here, example, no, if you don't if you did never open your account here, you need to go to the place where you open.
But what I'm going to do, and I don't know, maybe some of you will answer this for me. When I get back to the States, I'm going to Navy Federal in person, and I'm saying, I want to put my wife on my account, and I want to get her an ATM card. So all I got to do is transfer, click, click, and it's done. I ain't got to rely on no third-party wiring system, you know what I mean? And it's there instantaneously, not 2 or 3 hours later. And plus, I know if she's spending money on a Philippine boyfriend. She doesn't. I tease on it. But it just, I don't know. There's a lot of good things in the Philippines. You just got to get used to it, you know? And that's the first time I ever dealt with the bank. And I just like, oh my God. No, I didn't get stupid in the bank and start acting like I was losing my mind. I just looked at her and I said, that don't make no sense. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I tell everybody, man. If you hear something, including myself, if you hear something from a blogger, don't take their word as gospel. Don't take their word as gospel. Say, okay, yeah. Now, now I know what path to go down, and I do my own research. Because then you're like, okay, I read it. I know it's true.
Hello, Mr. Dutmore.
Hey, Paulie, how you doing, man?
Good morning.
Okay, that's good to hear. Hey, Peter, how you doing? How's life in Australia? Yeah, it just...
Hi, Peter.
Do you have to do that, Peter? If you open up an account somewhere in Australia, all right, say you move far away from that bank that you open up the account, and you need to get an ATM card, do you need to go back to the original bank to get an ATM card?
No, Australia.
That's what I'm saying.
They have different rules.
I know they do. They're first world.
They have different rules.
But yeah, everybody has different rules.
Yeah. Like I said,
It just don't make
also the other bank yesterday, she said the same thing.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. But you're here and it's an hour. I'd rather see you get on the bus or whatever and drive for, 45 minutes? With the bus, what about that? 30, 45 minutes? And instead of driving 9 hours, you know? See, that's the way it is, the same way, Peter, in the States, man. Navy Federal is Navy Federal. No matter where you are in the United States, it's Navy Federal. And they all operate on the same. But like I said, I'm going to do everything I can to put Miles on my Navy Federal account and also get her a ATM card. And I'll send it to her through register. If you ever send anybody important mail, any kind of mail, even a birthday card, I have found out the best way to do it is through registered mail. In other words, they know whoever gets that mail has to sign off on it, okay? So if say I was working in the Philippine post office and I get it and I sign off on it and all of a sudden it disappears, which it does at times, let's be honest, all right? We can go back to me and say, What happened to that letter? Or what happened to that card? Right?
Yeah.
What's wrong? It happens in the States too. Things disappear, you don't get. What? People people need to know about these things, Miles, you know?
That is their rules. I said
I
again.
get it. I get it. I understand. All the banks here do work the same way. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
If you don't want to go to the far place that they ask you to go there, you go to other bank.
That's what we did.
Yeah.
That's what we did. We said, nah, we went to another one. Now, Philippine National Bank, from what I researched, is a very, very good bank with OFWs, right?
Yeah.
It's a very, very good bank for OFWs. Now, also, with that being said, BDO, which is another big bank here in the Philippines, is a very good bank for people living in the Philippines. Yeah, the Peter, I remember you told me about that. His Peter's wife came to the Philippines to visit, and she's not used to the roosters and the dogs and the loud motorcycles, and she wants to come back. It's Peter, where you live, is it really quiet? Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing too. I'm thinking I might be just talking to a wall, but you want to know something? When I get to Georgia, I'm gonna have plenty of time. I'm gonna have so much time to go. Well, with the exception of doing things around the house to help them out, my daughter, I'm gonna have plenty of time. You know.
Personal appearance.
In other words, you would have to be there.
Yeah, personal appearance.
Unless we fax. You know what I mean? I don't know, Mary. You're probably 100% right, but you know, I've been in with Navy Federal since 1984. So you think that gives me some kind of pennies? They're the only bank I ever dealt with. I had never had a problem. People complain about Navy Federal. I never had a problem with them. I never had a problem with them. But also, the people that complain about Navy Federal are bouncing checks, writing bad checks. Not bad checks, but they ain't got the money to cover it. And I try to explain to them, just because you got all them checks don't mean you got all that money. You know? Oh, how do you put the in BDO? Educate me, guy, because that's who you mentioned there. That's who the account's open for her now. How do you do it? I'll be the first thing to admit, man. If somebody knows something I don't, tell me, please tell me. You know? And and is it
the employee offers me 10,000 of standing balance.
Mhm.
You cannot withdraw the 10,000. Otherwise, your account will be deducted every
And
month.
I also, and so last night we were talking about it. Yeah, me and Miles's line of communication is pretty good. Okay, we don't hide shit. And I told her the bank that won't give her the ATM card. I said, don't close that. Leave that as your savings. In other words, if you got some pesos, that take it and put it in there.
Is it through their app?
All right, now, what bank do you transfer it from and to? That's because I have Navy Federal. See, Paulie, you're educating me, man. Because like I said, I used to use an app called World Remit. Now they're good and they never screwed me over, but I got trust issues, and I just like the way I'm thinking right now. I know this is probably bad. Is that just because I never have any problems with world remit doesn't mean I never will have problems with world remit. You know what I mean? So I want something, and like you say, you've been doing it. You've probably been doing it for a while, and hopefully you haven't had any problems with it. Hey John, how you doing, man? Glad to see you. We call him Pooh Bear. I'm just joking, bro. I'm just joking, John. Hey John. Yeah, you know, Paul. Hey, it's not that I'm lazy. I always try to pick the way of doing something where there's no obstacles. You know what I mean? It's just because usually when things are complicated, that tells me it's something's going to go wrong. Something's going to go terribly on my end because I'm going to do something stupid. Like I didn't click on this when I should have. You know what I mean? So I just, like I said, man, I like doing things smoothly. How about you?
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. Yep. I gotta have a back. That's right, John. Gotta have a backup plan. And like I told everybody, you know, my primary concern, even when I'm in the States, I don't know how long I'll be there. I've been honest with you people. I don't know how long we'll be there for. My primary thing is to make sure Miles is being taken care of. Miles. Nobody else. Miles. And of course the dogs. But if Miles is being taken care of, the two kids are being taken care of. Right? And Miles is not stupid. Miles is not a princess buy me shit. Miles is she's not thin skinned at certain things. When it comes to money, she's not thin skinned. She has no problems saying no. Oh, you have Chase. Oh, okay. You know, Paulie, I might just go to Navy Federal and say, hey, this is the deal. What can I do to make my life easier? You know what I mean? Like I said, I never had a problem with Navy Federal. Never had a problem. So, like Mary said, if they say no, you can't put her on there, she needs to be here in person, which I understand. Okay, the world's not centered around me, but they tell me, "Hey, I'm sorry, there, Mr. Manley, we can't do it." I said, "Okay." Now, how? Okay, let's have another conversation. How can I the most easiest way how I can transfer money from my account to her account, Navy Federal? No, oh, her account in the Philippines. Hey, Dodge, a lot of I don't know what your wife feels or what, you know, everybody tells me, like I said, PMB is good, really, really good for OFWs. Really good. But for your citizens, the people living in the Philippines, BDO is the best. That's what I've been told. That's when I went online and I did research on it and everything like that. They say BDO. If you live in the if you're living in the Philippines.
That's they still have PCI Bank.
Who?
PCI Bank. IPI Bank.
That's a
Philippine
Philippine.
Island.
No.
Philippine Island Bank.
Oh, Philippine. Okay. I thought Philippine bank account. Well, that might be what else that means there. I just don't want to. No, it wasn't Tahoe. What did we went out yesterday? They have this festival going around. They have festival here. And Paulie, I'll tell you, and Dodge will realize it. They celebrate everything here, which is not a bad thing. They're happy-go-lucky people. Okay. And at the gym, outside the gym, they got these people put up these little snack shacks, I call them. What did I have yesterday?
Shumai.
Shumai, whatever.
Shumai.
But I
Pork
did.
shumai.
I did look for the top. Didn't I ask you? I said, Miles, what is? I want to try it. I want to try this Tahoe, right? If I don't like the party, I don't like it, But at least I can't say, at least I can say, yeah, I tried it. No, I can't, no, I ain't doing it. Now, there's a lot of things here you look at and you're like, I don't know about that. Then you try it, like, man, this stuff's pretty good. You know what I'm saying?
And you want next time again.
Yeah. Like Punka Punk, was it?
Puki.
Pookie Pookie. When I first got told, when the waiter, I was like, man, what's he talking about? It sounded like a sex word. You know what I mean? Pookie Pookie. I tasted it. I was like, damn, this stuff's good. It's eggplant based, but it's got other stuff in it. It's pretty good. Now, is that an Ilocano thing or is that the whole Filipino thing? In other words, if I went to Cebu, could I get Pookie Pookie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good morning, DC.
Hey, DC, how you doing? Glad to see you here, bro. Glad to see you here. Yeah. Hope you're doing well. I hope everything in my Baltimore is getting warmed up for you.
Mhm.
Yeah, my daughter was telling me, Georgia, man, that the long forecast is it's going to be in the 80s when I get there. And I was like, man, I can't get a break. Yeah, they said it's going to be
Still cold.
80, 85 degrees. That's not cold.
Oh.
That's summer weather.
Yeah.
See, Virginia used to be the same way, man. And then when you wake up, it'll be cold. It'll be really cold. By late morning, early afternoon, it's hot because you got the cold air coming down from the north, and then all of a sudden the warm air comes up from the south. And the same thing for Georgia. It's them Canadians. It's them Canadians.
Mm.
Yeah. Dorian, what's Dorian?
Durian.
Have I eaten it?
No.
What is it? What's it?
You get
Does it have a sweet taste or
sweet, but the smell is
is it like stinky fish smell?
not like it is stinky, but there's different smell. But sweet.
It's sweet. Oh, you know I am with sweet stuff. I'm not in the sweet.
I love eating durian.
Can't do. They eat some like off the wall stuff here. And you're like, no. But you want to know something? I'm pretty sure if they came to the States and they wouldn't eat some of the stuff we eat. They would. The pigs in the blanket, glumpies. They all looked at me like, oh. Remember that? And I was like, what's wrong with these people? It's carrots, meat, and whatever you put in the meat and red sauce.
Good morning, Tita.
Hey, Tita, how you doing? Good morning. Are you in the Philippines now?
Good morning. It's not yet. On oh yes.
Tastes like burnt plastic.
No.
No?
No.
Yeah. Is he right? Is he right?
No.
We all have different tastes. Like, it's like when they say, oh, they taste something, they say it's bitter or whatever, and you taste it, and you're like, what's your definition of bitter?
Very.
You'll learn real fast, especially the Dodge might already know this. Filipinos got cast iron stomachs. They got cast iron stomachs. Some stuff you eat, you're like, oh, no. And I'm not knocking it. That's just the way they are. But I have always said, if the world went sideways, I think the people of the Philippines would be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't depend on the grocery stores. You try to send 1,000 to me. I'll tell you what you can do, John. You can send me the 1,000. All right, and I'll take care of it. How's that sound? Don't do that. Don't do that.
Not Western Union. It's much better uh, World Remit or
MoneyGram?
MoneyGram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, they have the Navy Federal has this one. God, I can't think of the name of it. But the problem, I got to check that out because maybe I'm
PayPal.
no. There's this. Oh, I can't think of the name of it. It just lost me. Hold on a second.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if it could be sent to a phone. Like I said, I'm gonna find out when I go to Navy Federal. Say, what can I do? What can make my life easier if I want to get move money? Zelle, ZELLE. All right,
What's that?
it's a money transfer system. But does it have to? I know I have to be in the States with a U.S. phone number, but I don't know about your end. You know what I mean?
Mm. Yep.
I don't know. But Navy Federal has Zella.
They are in Manila.
You know Manila? How you like Manila? It's like any other big city in the world, man. It's just.
They stay in Makati.
I told a guy, he goes, what part of Manila you like? And I said, in the air. And he looks at me. I said, because when I'm flying over it, I look down. I said, that's Manila. And he kind of looked at me. I said, and I told him, I said, Manila is just like any
It's
other.
crowded.
It's like any other big city in the world. You got your problems.
Almost you cannot drop the needle.
Yeah, John, we like talking about food. But yeah, this like I said, I just go to Navy Federal and say, hey, I need to get money to my wife. I got all the information on her account. How can I do this the most easiest, smoothest way? I don't like using. I'm sorry. I don't like using Western Union. I just don't like. Unless Navy Federal, I can go from Western Union to Western. To Navy Federal. In their system, they got Western Union that I can automatically into her account. I had some bad dealings with Western Union, especially when you get on there and you can't.
They are over surcharge.
It's not only that. Sometimes you get somebody on the phone, you can't understand what the hell they're saying.
It's much better word limit or
Yeah.
Dos Bagos, good morning. Thank you for the super
Yeah,
sticker.
John. I'm gonna. I'll check it. Yeah, also I'll check in the Zillow. I know I see it. I'm working my way. Where am I? Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped them. Mine was easy. Did I get this one?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Hey, Doss, thank you very much, man. We do appreciate you, guy. And you working tonight? You working your security? I was thinking about doing that, Doss, when I get there, because like I said, I don't know how long I'll be there for. And I got to do something. I'm not one of these people just sit around. I can't do that. I can't. So maybe I'll get a security.
Yep.
And I'll say I want to be working by myself. I don't want nobody hovering over me. Oh, okay, American bank accounts. Yeah, Miles always waiting. No, Dots. I have to tell you, Miles is very good with money, man. Very good with money. But
don't buy if not necessary.
But the only downfall is, and I'm not trying to be an ass to her or anything. Miles has a very kind heart, and there's people who take advantage of that. There's people who take advantage of it. So they know how to manipulate. I guess a word I should use knows how to manipulate. But she understands where I'm coming from. She understands that my only primary concern is her. I'm sorry. I care about their well-being, but I don't care enough to be supporting them.
Noise smelly,
It's
noise
just,
pollution, air pollution. That's the thing that I don't like in Manila.
it's like any other big city. I don't care what anybody says, man. It's like any other big city, with exception of Japan. I've seen their big cities. Them places are clean, quiet, but that's their culture too. Japanese usually keep to themselves. They don't scream and yell and lose their minds. But
Mhm.
yeah, it's just like any other city. There's nothing special.
Yes. The travel begin.
All right, Das, man. You be good. Be safe. Be
Okay, be
safe. Be
safe.
safe. And be patient. That's all. When you hit immigration. Actually, I think Philippine immigration is hell of a lot easier and a lot better than going through U.S. immigration. You know what I mean? Even when you're a citizen.
Good morning, McLovin.
Hey, McLovin, how you doing, man? Great to see you. I hope you're having a good day. The Conrad. I never been there. Where's the Conrad at?
Conrad.
I guess that's a hotel.
Conrad Hotel. The City of Dreams. They are all there.
Conrad's not. I don't remember. We stayed at. What did we stay at?
Noble, but
Yeah.
that side. I think that when you this is the I don't the back of the Novo. Conrad, the Hyatt.
All right, Dallas. I'll talk to you later, man. Be safe. Be safe. Have a good flight. What, David? Rail line?
Yeah. MTR.
In Manila, right? In
Yes,
Manila.
so you can.
Everything's in Manila. No, I'm not hating on Manila, man. I wish the Philippines had a rail line through the whole country. People would travel, you know? People just don't want to deal with the roads. You're hopping in a train and you don't worry about it until you hit your destination. You know how many jobs that would produce in the Philippines as far as a rail line? Going through the whole country?
It's much better, John. He knows that they are working on it.
How long have they been working on it?
I don't know. They just I think that that is there's plan already, but not yet. I think will the line will go into the north.
If they had one of those speed lines like Japan
Express.
has, express lines like
Mhm.
Japan,
Mm.
you can go from here to Manila in like a couple hours instead of 9 hours. You know, travel, people would come here to travel.
I guess it's turbo. Is it turbo?
Huh?
Turbo. The
Turbo?
yeah.
I don't know. They just got these, Japan's got these.
Yeah. Express.
Hey, Dan.
Transit.
Hey, Dan. How you doing? Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. All right, Paulie. We'll talk to you later. Clock Tower. That's the rail line. Like I said, if they had it all throughout the Philippines, man, that would be awesome. People
Yeah,
would
the
travel.
bullet train. I mean the like this.
Right.
McLovin said bullet train.
Yeah, that's like
Bullet
Japan.
train. Yeah.
Japan. Hey, I'm sorry, guys. Japan got their shit together. They do.
Yes.
We've been watching vlogs of Japan. It's like, damn.
That is express. It's run so just like lizard.
Lizard.
It's not. It's not turtle, but lizard.
Bullet trains. Yeah, exactly. Just something.
Bullet train.
You get in a train and they have like where you could sleep on it. if you're going from here, well, it depends on how fast it is. You know, from here, like here down to Cebu, take a couple hours instead of forever. I'm just joking, but that's what stops a lot of people from traveling, man. They just don't want to deal. You know, the buses. They got paranoid about the buses, or they just don't want to drive because they don't want to deal with the traffic and stuff like that and the roads. The roads here can be very unpredictable. Yeah, exactly. You got to have it, but see, when you get older, they're going to have some type of medical team on board. You know what I mean? For the old folks.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with Airbnbs. It's more personalized. You know what I mean? And you got more to offer. More to offer. We used to get to know, but I noticed that, you know, when the very first time we went to Noble, it was like prestige. You know what I mean? But through the years when I used to come, because every time I came in there, I got there so late, it was just I just want to go to bed and try to catch up on their time zone, and I go to Noble. But every time I went there, it just seemed like it was dropping. You know what I mean?
The last time we checked in Hyatt, the Grand
Yeah,
Hyatt,
the last time we went to the Hyatt,
right?
it's the same.
Same compound.
Yeah, same compound, but you know, and that was okay. The Hyatt was okay, but they do have a buffet there. What was that buffet called? It's right out in the lobby where the Noble, the check-in desk for the Noble and the check-in desk for the Hyatt. It's right in between them two. I can't remember the name. The food is really good. It's really good, and they got food from all over the world. It's just not one place. This is not Filipino food. Yeah, they would have to have a caribou watch.
What's that?
They said the train would be okay until a caribou walked across the track.
Yeah. Because the 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 rail don't have any fence, something like that.
Well, I know. Has any of you taken the train in Colorado going through the Rockies?
It's
They have
open rail.
no some areas because I guess it's a high animal populated area as far as bears and stuff like that. They had fencing in certain areas.
Yeah.
You know, I guess so animals won't go across the track. Yeah. Nothing wrong with Airbnbs. Nothing wrong with them at all.
I better stay in our Airbnb than the hotel.
Well, yeah,
Airbnbs.
yeah. I don't know how to take that, Dan. I'm sorry I look like Mucky. All right. No, you're not. You're being. I didn't take it personally.
Oh, that's bad.
Mucky's a good boy. Mucky's funny.
The
Mucky's
Mark
a good,
is my
but they do say
buddy.
when you have a pet after you start resembling each other.
Mhm.
Mimi's more like you. Can't sit still for 5 seconds. Mucky's like me. Okay, whatever. Thanks, Dan. Okay, he put the knife in my back, and now he's slowly taking it out. No, I'm just busting away, man. What the hell's going on?
How was
Yeah.
the banana
Yeah.
barbecue sauce?
I'm not a fan.
For me, it's
McLovin.
okay, McLovin, but
Well,
Brent doesn't like.
And I like real tomato-based stuff. I don't like I said, McLovin. How do I take something that's yellow and make it red, yellow and white? Well, white, and make it red. It's called dye.
Food coloring.
Yeah, food coloring. What's that? The one they're trying to ban in the U.S. and the government won't ban it. Red something.
Food coloring.
Excuse me. That's another. Hey, I'm lucky. You can buy regular tomato ketchup here, so I'm good. I'm all good. You know.
Oh, we need to buy even the small bottle only.
Yeah. Well, you like using that, don't you? You don't?
It's a little bit sour. Good for dipping.
How's it sour? How
Good
is
for
it
dipping
sour?
the French fries. The fries. Yeah, but
Banana ketchup, and I'm going to say this, and y'all can say what you want, reminds me of blood that's clotted. That's what it is. And it's like a, don't give me, I'm being honest.
too much.
And it looks bright. Well, I'm being honest. And it's like a bright fluorescent red. It doesn't, my brain's saying, what? What is wrong? Right? They probably got some magic syrup thrown in there too. Here we go. But McLovin, pineapple on pizza don't bother me. Hawaiian pizza, it don't bother me.
Yeah, Hawaiian pizza. Need to add
I'll tell you the
pineapple.
first thing McLovin, the first thing I'm going to get when I'm in this States, not the first thing, but one of the things I'm going to get is ground beef and onion on a pizza. Oh. What? I'm not getting no Hawaiian pizza. I want ground beef and then if I'm there when my nephew gets married, okay, he lives in Philadelphia, I'm gonna get me a Philly cheesesteak. None of that peppers in it, and that's not a Philly cheesesteak. A Philly cheese, well, it's a Philly cheesesteak with fried onions. That's what you want. Not all this other garbage some of these people put in there. And get me a roast beef hoagie with American cheese. That's what I'm going to get. It won't be the first thing I'll get, but it's on my bucket list. What?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
But I did ask Miles. I said, you have to send me some of your recipes of the stuff you make here that I'll make there. Like your sweet and sour meatballs.
Yep.
They're good. And your sweet and sour chicken, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some of the other stuff you make. You're going to Lawag? Look, where do you live?
Bulacan.
Oh,
Bulacan or Tarlac, McLovin? Tarlac or Bulacan?
where you live at?
Bulacan.
Do you got a high foreigner population? Or is it just like you?
They're living in Bulacan. He's living in Bulacan.
Is that a high foreigner populated area?
I don't know. Maybe. It's
I don't
closer
know.
to Manila also.
Oh,
And
yes.
closer to Pampanga or Angeles City.
Yeah. So why would you be going all the way up to Lawag?
Maybe. Is it?
I could do that. Do you sit in your car, or you have to sit at a desk? I'm going to find, depending on how long I'm there, I want to find a meaningless job. You know what I mean? Because the high profile jobs and stuff like that, they come up with rules. Every time you turn around, they come up with some new policy. No. You know? Oh, okay, you're in Chicago.
Pampanga, Mabalacat, Pampanga.
So, hey, McLovin, I don't know if you heard of him or you know him. Did you ever hear that guy? What's his name? Nick? Starts with an S. He's a YouTube guy, political guy.
Nick Fuentes.
Fuentes?
Fuentes.
I think it starts with an F. Fuentes?
Fuentes. Fuentes. Nick Fuentes.
Yeah,
Nick Fuentes.
he's big over here, McLovin. He's pretty big over here. Yeah, I know he doesn't live here or anything like that, but a lot of people watch him.
I want to see the Philippine desert.
We've been there, haven't we? Well, we took-
Yeah.
We took the Jeeps out on the sand dunes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we
Pawai. They will go to Pawai. Riding the 4x4.
yeah, Jeeps.
4x4 Jeep.
It was cool.
Yeah.
In the sand dunes.
Nice. Very nice, McLovin. It's for your first time to go there.
Yeah, well, we went there when we came to see this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we went to what city were we in?
Huh?
Well, what city did we go in where you bought some stuff for Liam? Well,
Vegan.
was it when we went to the pizza place?
Yes, shakers.
Yeah, that was in Vegan?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I have no idea. Well, Dodge, you're in California. I'm sorry, don't take this the wrong way. I don't have no desire to live in California. It's too expensive. Yeah, that's what I hear too. A lot of people are talking about White Castle. Yeah, the
What's
hamburgers.
that? What
It's the hamburgers, Mal. They're known for their hamburgers. The hamburgers ain't that great, but it's just one of the things. They're tiny. I don't know how much they are now. I know back in the day they were like 25 cents a piece. Back then, I don't know how much. I have no idea, and I'm not even going to try to BS people. They were your Friday and Saturday night drunk food. You went to White Castle after you were out partying because they were open. That and we already talked about this. That and like Waffle House and was it Pancake House?
Mhm.
Yeah. Like I said, Doss, if I could find a job, I'll find a job. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Something to kill time. Hey, can you come in and work? No. You know what I mean? No, I'm not. No.
Hey, good night, Mary. Take a rest.
You take
Take your
you
rest.
rest, Mary, man. Just rest. I'm glad you showed up, man. I know you're going through some stuff. You just rest.
Yeah, I know. When you take the medicine, make you sleep.
I told Vivian with Miles and myself say hello.
Hello. Say hello to Vivian and
Yeah.
Gary.
Miss Vivian.
Yep. Don't forget to bring the pasalubong back from the state.
What's that?
You know, pasalubong, the presents, it's like something.
Oh, presents?
Yeah.
Yeah, to Miles. Oh, you don't think? Come on. You don't think I won't be Amazon and stuff for her? You know, if she wants something, send it to Amazon. All right, thank you, Mayor. You go rest, man.
Thank you.
You go rest. Your health is more important. We appreciate you coming here, but
you need to have a rest, more
Yeah.
rest.
yeah. But yeah, we'll be doing the Amazon stuff when she wants something. When she has, gives me a request. Like I said, I don't know how long I'll be there. I'm hoping it's not long. I'm really hoping it's not long, but I don't know. But Miles says she'll be fine
I'm fine.
as long as I send her that pesos. She'll be all right.
The only I am scared is like people, not
Well, you're gonna have somebody come here, right? We talked to that intensively.
floater.
Roderick O'Shaw, right?
Mm.
Roderick he's a really good guy. Really good guy. And yeah, I would like. He's the only. No, he's not. He's straight, okay. But he's the only male I would let stay here. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like they own the place and they make all the rules. No, dude. The only rule you're gonna make is out that door. Goodbye. I noticed that here. Men get very dominant. Like your decision, they could be paying nothing, and they still think they can rule the roost. No, I ain't playing that. I don't know if any of you has experienced it. I have. That's gifts, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He said only for me.
I don't blame you. You don't want anybody anything. Her.
He said she said only for her.
Now, you're more or less married, and how long have you been in the States? Or you just working? A lot of foreigners do that, man. They'll stay here for a while. They'll go back to wherever country they're from, and it's not for a week or two. It's for quite a time, and they're either working or they're trying to get things together. You know, but they're still taking care of their spouse.
He said staying in Pampanga permanently.
That's when he's in Chicago right now, and he'll be moving there.
Yeah.
Next week. I've been dragging my feet, procrastinating. It's not that I hate the United States. It's just that I want to be here with Miles. And I've been trying to get things done, and it just ain't working. It is not work. I'm trying, and I'm getting nowhere. So we made the decision. You need to go back. You know. But just because I'm in the States doesn't mean Miles doesn't exist anymore. And I hate when people do that. You know, well, they could take care of their Filipino, they'll adapt. Come on, dude. You got a wife and you got kids and you got that attitude. How long have you been in Chicago? Yeah, I'm just trying to take care of things. And like I said, and I'm so grateful to my daughter, Kristen, and her husband, Brandon. They basically told me, you know, stay here as long as you have to, you know. And of course, I'll help them out. I'm not going to be one of these people that I'll help them out. They got busy ass lives, both from military reserves, and they both got working.
$35.
54, I'm retiring. I retired at 55. I hung it up at 55. But now I'm 61. And in March, you know, I was going to wait, for hit 67 to put in for my Social Security. But I'm like, no. So in March, a couple months before my 62nd birthday, I'm gonna put the paperwork in to collect Social Security at 62.
Is it allowed already? Not yet.
Well, in March I won't get it in March. I won't get it until probably July. Let's be real.
The approval.
There is no the approval.
Okay.
But I looked at it and I said, you know, the way they're talking, saying Social Security might not be around all that much longer, at least for another, you know, it'll be whatever for the next maybe 10 years. And then I'm going to get mine. They're giving it to people who don't deserve it. So I'm going to get mine. Yeah, exactly.
If you were
Yeah, because
till 67.
McLovin, my family, on my father's side, the average age is in the 70s. Okay, you know, but my mother's side, nope. My mother passed away when she's 40, 45, I believe it was. She died of cancer. But my mom's family, cancer. 90% of them died of cancer. You know, so the odds ain't looking good for me. You know, and also I got to do things with my deers. You know, to make sure if anything happens to me, Miles gets hers. You know, her percentage. You can't. I keep on and learn from my experience, man. Make sure you got everything taken care of before you leave. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly right. I mean, Miles' family is like in their 90s. Okay, her family, the average age is in their 90s when you know they're called to go. Mine, I don't know.
My father was,
But he didn't die
yeah,
of
yeah,
natural.
yeah,
He didn't die of natural causes.
yeah.
So that's a little different. You know, that's something they had nothing to do with. But as far as
Yeah, he's only 50 plus, I think.
and McLovin and some of the others might understand. My concern is that when I leave here, when I go back to the States, people come out of the woodworks. That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about. Now there's a few people here I don't think that would ever happen. Her two daughters, the guy I was just talking about, what
Robert.
Roderick, he's a good man. I'm telling you all, he's a good man. But some of them, as soon as they find out, all of a sudden they'll be on the phone. Hey, can I borrow? Get the hell out of here. You know? No. See, I'm starting to practice, get Miles in practice because I ask her questions that she's going to say no, so she gets in the habit of saying no. I'm sorry, I'm just.
But Roderick said he will only be here at after school
That's well, he has to
at
work.
night.
But he's a school teacher. But I'm telling you guys, man, he's a really good guy, and he has his. I respect him because he has his faith, okay, and he sticks to it. He doesn't alter it from it. He says, "Well, I'm going to do this now, and maybe God will forget." No, he doesn't do that. He leads a straight line in his life, and I have the utmost respect for him. You know, that's one thing I don't like. If you have a faith and you feel that strong, but you stick to it, okay, don't be a hypocrite. Don't go around judging people when you know. What's that?
Yeah,
What's
you're
that?
right.
What's that?
No.
Yeah. Hey,
No.
McLovin, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You got to learn to say no
No.
and get ready to take you're selfish, you're greedy. Well, okay, but you're a freeloader. End the conversation. Because they will. They will guilt you. They will guilt the hell out of you. You say whatever, man.
Weekend RV, hello, good morning. Glad to see
Hey,
you.
RV. Who's here? I'm at
You
the.
keep on.
I apologize, RV. I skipped right over you. Hey, RV. Glad to see you, man. Glad to see. Where are you at? Are you in the States? Are you in Canada? Or are you somewhere else?
Stay. I cannot remember.
I can't remember. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
I'm old. Okay.
I cannot remember.
Yeah, he knows. McLaren knows, man. Fair
Oklahoma.
weather. Oklahoma. That's right. Yeah. Oklahoma's pretty. Yeah, I like Oklahoma. Used to go up through Oklahoma when I was going through Texas and going north. Always liked it there. You got to, McLovin. I mean, you got to, because when things go sideways for you all, they know nothing, and all of a sudden you try to call them or text them, nothing. But that's why I trust her two daughters. Okay, they were when Miles was in the hospital, they were there for her. Even though one lives in Lassam, which is 8 to 9 hours away, and the other one's in Hong Kong, they were there for her. And I have the utmost respect for them.
Oh, Cebu again. It's another Cebu.
Cebu ain't bad. I guess.
Yeah.
Do you live in the heavy populated area? I'm gonna be honest, man. I've been to them like Cebu and places like that, and I just didn't like it. There's too many foreigners there. Too many foreigners. And I don't hate people, man. It's just that,
Maybe their wife is from Cebu.
Yeah.
His wife is from Cebu.
No, I don't think I'm better than it. No, I don't. It just seems when you get in those heavy expat areas, there's drama. And now, believe me, the Philippines are all about drama. Don't get me wrong. But when they're talking, you don't understand what they're saying, so you're all good. You don't have to get involved, What's that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, it's from
Okay, that's cool. Anywhere you go in the Philippines is great. It's not. There's just some people just ruin it, And I'm not talking about the Filipinos. It's the foreigners. Some of these foreigners just ruin it, man. 21 years. We've been married 10 years. No.
Yeah.
No, we got married in 2019, right?
Yep. 7 years.
7 years. And it's been pure hell. No, actually, you're good. No, it's good people, man. I didn't mean to say it. I was just joking, man. Oh, she's that good? I just don't. I'm sorry. I just don't like lending money out, man. It just puts a strain on a relationship, no matter who it is. It just puts, it's just. I mean, if somebody, depends on the amount, but if somebody's in a desire need, not a makeup emergency, okay. 9 times out of 10, when you give it to them, you say to yourself, "I ain't getting that shit back. I ain't getting it back." All right, and that's whatever. But when the makeup emergencies and you find out it was just all BS, that's when you want it back. All right, I gave it to you. I want it back. But we lend money out. I'll never see it. I will never see it again. But I ain't lending no more. And they can say whatever they want. It's your fault. It's your fault. It doesn't mean I like or dislike you. It means I don't trust you. You get the boys, right, McLovin? You get some of the boys to go to their houses. I seen it when I was growing up in Philly, man. I seen some of that stuff go down, where the boys will show up at your house. Oh, you ain't having a good day when they show up at your house. They call them the collectors. Oh, that ain't a good thing. I'm pretty sure the same thing happens in Chicago. When the boys show up, you know it's going to be a bad day. Yes, Dan, very long. Very, very long. When I first came here to live, it was rough at times because we were together, we were friends, but we weren't living together on a permanent basis. And then you throw the lockdown in there, and that just heightened everything. Because my way of thinking and her way of thinking we're individuals, okay? I don't care what anybody says. We're individuals. But we went through that. It was only like I said, what?
Someone's burning again.
Oh yeah, the burning. You gotta get used to each other, You gotta you gotta get on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
I know, Dan. I ain't taking it personal. At times things get wrong. Not lately. Not here in the past 5 years. No. Yeah, 5 years. Things been pretty good. Now we have a disagreements on certain things, but we're individuals, and if someone would be seriously wrong if it was always okay. Believe me, Miles is stubborn and I'm stubborn too at times. Right? I ain't gonna lie to you, but we don't. If you can't talk, it's putting each other down in public or on here. It's childish. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. Keep your there's two. When you become a content creator, you live two lives. You got your personal life, which you never show, okay, which is fine, and then you have your YouTube life. Now we show, what do you say, about 95% of our lives on YouTube, okay? We don't hide anything. But if we're going through some personal issues, we don't air it. We work it out as adults. We don't sit there on YouTube and Miles doesn't do it and I don't do it. We don't sit there and list off faults to the world. Okay, that's childish. That's immature.
What's that?
What?
McLaughlin said.
Yeah. Yep. But McLaughlin, you're still gonna have to make when you get here, man. You're gonna have to make some decisions. You gotta. You can't be led. You can't be led around. You gotta stand up for yourself. But and I'm pretty sure your wife will be there for you. That's one thing I say about Philippine women. A Philippine woman, at least with Miles, is that I could be wrong, but she'll never air that in public. She'll let me know in private, not in public. And I think that's the way it should be, right? I see people just air people's dirty laundry and on YouTube, and it's like there's no respect there, no respect whatsoever.
I want that you and I will fight together.
You need to learn to eat with them hands before you start cleansing them. No, there's no. When people do that, they have no respect for each other, or at least one has no respect for the other person. No matter what you're going through, no matter what it is, if you sit there and go on live like we are now and just sit there and put that person down, there's no respect. Or that person's a narcissist. Right?
Right. Do we still have detergent for laundry?
Yeah. Not very much. What do you have any more in there, or you have to get more?
No more.
Okay.
No more. I put all inside that bottle.
I might have to get some.
I might. My one eye is it's
Itchy.
yeah.
Yeah. So McLeod, when you are coming here for good after you leave Chicago? You don't wear shoes here, McLovin. You wear slippers or flip flops. I got the ones that are the closed in the front.
Front, yeah.
All right, like clogs, plastic clogs, as you could say. I wear them all the time now. Even when we go somewhere. When we went to the bank yesterday, I wore them. So much more comfortable. It's hot here, bro. It is hot here. And you wear sneakers with socks. Oof, it is so hot. That's why they walk around in flip flops all day long, and I get it. It's too hot for sneakers, man.
Mm-hmm.
And the sneakers you get here, they fall apart on you, don't they? Remember that pair I bought? They had a sneaker sale, or whatever you want to call it, at the Barangay Hall. We have a big Barangay Hall. And they use it for everything. And I bought these pair of sneakers, and all of a sudden, a week later, at the back, at the heel, they started splitting. I was like, I don't even know the brand of them. I threw them away. They were like, oh my God. You'll find even in the shops in the mall, a lot of fake stuff. A lot of fake stuff.
Imitation.
When you go to a shop, hey guys, when you go in the shop and you buy yourself a pair of Nike Airs for like $3 to $5, most likely they're not the actual Nike Air. We try to be, Dan, and I appreciate you realizing that. We try to be. You know what? Our rule of thumb is, if we can't be honest, we just don't say anything about it, you know? We don't try to BS you guys. Life here, when you first get here, life is not easy. Life is not easy. You know, yeah, you might have been, unless like Dodge, him and his wife been together for years, and some of your others been together for years. When you're doing the flying back and forth once a year or twice a year, and then you come here to live permanently, it's a whole different world, man. And you got to get used to each other because you're here permanently. You know, permanently. Oh, there is a Nike factory in Clark? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean they buy them from the Nike factory in Clark. There's a place called China.
Maybe.
And sometimes you'll buy shirts, it says it's like 2X or 3X or 1X. And you put that thing on, you say, oh, hell no, this is not 1X.
Small size.
All mine, all the ones I get right here, well, this one, because this is very large, it's too big on me. Right here, it's real tight. Ask Miles, I'll be wearing it for like an hour. I can't wear this. It's just too tight in the pits across the shoulders.
No, the body is just fine, but this
And also when I get when I see it, was shopping, okay, and I see a shirt, what I do is I put my hand inside of it and I go like this. And if you can't stretch it out like some of them, I don't get them. I don't get it. But there is, like I said, McLovin, I didn't know that, but like I said, I don't think places around here get it from there. I'm gonna be honest, man. Some of the stuff you get, you're like, oh, this is phony. This is fake as hell. Fake as hell. And you know what? One guy told me, you'll see it, McLovin. You ever see the guys walking around with the big watches? They're usually black, the plastic ones. He said, he told me one time, the bigger the watch, the cheaper the watch. You know, you'll see these walk around with these huge watches. All right. All right. That's why they sit there when they see me. They'll sit there and stare at my watch. Be like, I don't need no big. You really don't need a watch anymore. A wristwatch. You really don't need. You got your phone. Your phone is the most accurate. You ain't got to worry about the change, the time because it's accurate as hell.
Sometimes you need it when your phone's
It's
put inside your
called
bag.
dressing. That's for your wardrobe. A lot of people wear watches because it goes with the wardrobe. But you got cell phones nowadays. You don't really need a wristwatch. You don't need a calendar either anymore. You look at your phone, it tells you what day and what date it is and the year. You know, you don't need them things anymore. But some people just out of habit, like a watch. Right? You don't know. I mean, how often do you look at your watch?
If I move, I forgot to put it on.
Yeah. But I'm not a
This-
jewelry. I'm not a jewelry
This
person.
is just fine. It doesn't change it doesn't stop because it is quartz, but that one is automatic.
Yeah, this one right here, it's doesn't have a battery.
Yeah.
All right, I think when
Pulse.
you pull whatever. I don't care how it works, but if it's right. Actually, it's right on time. Well, actually, it's not. It's a minute slow. I got a slow pulse rate, so it's.
You didn't wear that last night, so
But I'm not a jewelry person. I never was. So you ready to cut out?
yeah.
You had enough
go
for
to
one
the
day?
Photoshop.
Yeah, we got. All right, we're gonna let you all go. We got some things we got to get done today, and I appreciate you all for being here. We are grateful. We know you don't have to be. You got other things going on in your lives, but we do. We are grateful that you are. And when I go back to the States, me and Miles will figure out how we can do this. Oh, I already got it in my head, but make sure Miles understands, so we can do at least to do the lives. Now, how am I going to what am I going to do with the videos? I don't know.
You have to do your videos, your blog every day. Just walking around outside the buildings, their house.
Yeah. Well, no, I won't video the outside of my daughter's. That's people today are just freaking crazy, man.
Okay.
A lot of people told me I'm crazy for having the outside of this house on video because people are just crazy. You know what I mean? They don't know the boundaries. All right, man. So we'll let you all go. Remember, we'll be back on Sunday, same time, same channel.
Viernes, Friday.
Friday. It's Friday. Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. Getting old, man. I got my excuses.
Viernes.
But we do appreciate you being here. We do. We really do. And you be good to yourself and you be good to each other. And we will see you then. Bye for now.
Bye.
Boy.
Boy.
Oh, cancel. I forgot. I'm so stupid.